Hi, my love. Okay, so this is going to be, oh, sorry. I get really thirsty when I do my readings. This is going to be your spirit guide session. So you didn't ask any specific question. You just kind of want to know what your guides have to say to you. So what I want to do is I'm going to just kind of sit in meditation a little bit and just kind of tell you what I'm seeing, feeling for the first part of the session. And then we'll be pulling cards. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the first thing that I'm feeling is there's a dog. Now, this could be a spirit animal, like a guide for you, if you don't resonate with a dog spirit that I'm feeling. But I'm really feeling like this was a domesticated animal, a pet that passed, that is really anxious to see you. So I'm just getting the vibration of a really happy, friendly dog, you know. I just really feel like it's just a really anxious, like a happy, jumping up and down, tail wagging brown. I'm seeing the dog in form of brown fur, shaggy, kind of shaggy. You know, not short hair, but like not super long hair either. I don't really see the breed of the animal. I just feel like it's a brown dog, tan. Just really anxious to see you. So that's the first thing that I'm sensing. Now, as far as spirit guides go, female energy is coming to my left. So I feel like the female energy is almost like a mother energy, young vibration, not really old. So not grandmother age, but more of a mother age. So middle-aged. She puts her hand on your shoulder a lot. She puts like her hand placed on your back, and she kind of like watches over your shoulder. Like almost like she likes to watch what you're doing, but she like places her hand gently on your back. That's kind of like the image that I'm seeing right now. I feel like this is nurturing energy. And now channel wise meaning this is like what I'm feeling. Channel wise, I feel like she wants to tell you that there's a need for protection. Either she's saying she's giving you protection, or there's the need to have protection in your space. So this is a vibration. I feel like I'm really nervous and anxious right now. I feel like there has been a moment recently where you feel on edge. Whether that something happened, or you just, maybe you've been anxious, maybe you have, anxiety at times, but things have been taking place, I feel, where it's almost developed into just you feeling anxious. And I feel like a mode of protection is needed. I think the energy of her placing her hand on your back and kind of peering over your shoulder is almost like a motherly sense. Something a mother would do, to calm your nerves. And then I feel like this is a message too, but I had tried to record your reading before this one, and I got a phone call. So it kind of cut the reading off. So I feel like that's symbolic too for disruptions in your connection with spirit. So if you've been feeling disrupted, maybe you feel like you have a hard time concentrating, you're having a hard time focusing and receiving messages from your guides, you feel distracted, that might be why that happened in the first place when I first started your reading. To me, I take everything as a sign, so that's why I'm sharing that with you. But I do feel shortness of breath, and I do feel nervous. So yeah, I feel like your guide is saying like a need of protection is in order. I feel like they're saying to slow down. Slow down. And they're, okay, so they just said don't do everything all at once. Slow down, don't do it all at once. There might be multiple things that you want to do. There might be multiple connections you want to make when you're connecting with your guides, especially if this is all new to you. So they're kind of saying like really, I feel like reprioritize 1 to 3. That's what they show me, 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 things, ideas, 1 to 3 intentions, perhaps is what they mean. But I feel like your guides are saying like you've been placing a lot of different things that you want or that you're asking about, and they're saying 1 to 3. Just a couple, like focus on a couple right now, get the message, and then go from it. I also feel like they're saying if you're not going to take action on something you asked for, you can't experience, or you can't expect change to take place. I feel like that's what they're saying. Queen of Wands, the Sun sign, and the Lovers. So again, the Queen of Wands is that vibration of your spirit guide that I was sensing. So definitely female energy, fiery energy. So she's revealing herself. The Sun and the Lovers. So this could be wanting to shed some warmth, some light on the Lovers. So this could be a significant other in your life. Okay. I don't know if you are married or involved with somebody, but it could be she's shedding life on that. If there's a child involved, or perhaps in the future a child, that could be popping up too that she's saying. So she may be saying there will be a child between the two of you. Or this could be expressing, going back to the roots of the way things were when you were first together, because that Sun card is really like youthful energy. So that could be a message too from her. But it could be a lot of different things. Now, if this is in the case of you being single, because I'm going to read for it both ways, because I feel like I would hate to read it one way and then it doesn't even resonate with you. So if you are single, this can show shining light on the possibility of a relationship budding this year, okay? Walking away from past regrets, popping up with the Page of Pentacles, which is the receiving of a gift. If this is the receiving of a child, this could be a pregnancy announcement. This could be receiving a gift in the possible future. An opportunity will be falling into your hands, okay? It's something that you need to be able to walk away from and take. The Eight of Cups is the need to walk away from whatever was not working for you and moving into an energy of receiving. You are allowed to be happy. I feel like that's also coming through for you with the Sun card. That's at your core. I feel like that Sun card is saying you are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to receive gifts. So maybe you tell yourself, you harbor yourself, that you tell yourself, I'm not deserving of this. I'm not deserving of that. You're very hard on yourself in that way. So that's also what I'm kind of sensing for you too. Organization came up. Egotism. Influence. So this is almost, influence is almost very similar to the Lovers card that I pulled. So if there is a significant other, there's something going on with that relationship, or there will be something going on special with this relationship when you meet this person, okay? Their influence is on you really, and I could say this both ways. If you're in a relationship, their influence on you should always be positive. If you're allowing them to shift your changes, like changing your mind of thinking and your willpower and who you are, your self-esteem, that's not right. But if you're dating, you're single, you're dating, you're looking for a mate, you want someone who's going to influence you in a positive aspect. The egotism card came up. And again, I feel like this goes hand in hand with you get so stuck in your head, in your headspace, that you almost like I said, you get distracted, you get delays, you don't receive the message in part, in a whole part. It's almost like in pieces. There's a lot of distraction coming when you're trying to connect with your guides. Organization is popping up. So again, I feel like that's like your guides are saying you need to organize your thoughts better. You need to, 1 to 3, like they were saying, 1 to 3, things that you're asking for, minimize it. Don't have like a whole laundry list of stuff that you want to have happen or that you want to experience. Everything comes in pieces. The 3 of Wands card also came up for you. And again, this can go back with the child, having a child, making it a 3, you know, the third member in your little family. The 3 of Wands is also a card of looking to see what else is out there. So don't settle, I feel, is another big message. Do not settle. And then for the animal spirit card, this one just moved. We got the crow spirit. Co-create with spirit. Co-create. So working together with spirit rather than trying to do it all on your own. They're saying co-create, work with us, create with us, you know. Play came through with the heart chakra. So the play card is don't be so rigid. Don't be so strict with yourself. And again, that goes hand in hand with the sun card, very playful energy. Your spirituality should be playful. It should be fun. Don't be rigid. Don't be strict about it. Allow yourself to flow. Allow things to be. You know, you can't always have control over anything. If it no longer serves you, be willing to walk away from it. Receive opportunities as they come to you. Let's see what else. I hate to read like pregnancy and that kind of stuff because I feel like that could be so specific. So I apologize. But I just feel like I have to say whatever I feel comes out because it'll resonate in one way or another. The Magician is popping up. This is creation. This is doing things, making things happen, setting intentions for stuff that you want. 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. When you're working with your guides, like I said, 5 of Wands is disruption. It is conflict, okay? So I feel like when you do connect with your guides, there's times where it's like you really ask yourself, you are in doubt, was that a sign? Was that a sign? Was that what I asked for? The 4 of Swords is a sign of meditation. So the needing to, when you're connecting with your guides, they're saying, you know, you really got to quiet yourself. And even if you don't have to go through this whole like elaborate meditation with music and everything, like just simply sit in quiet, sit in silence in your home, in your room, and tune everything out and just see what comes through. And in your mind, you can ask your guides to come through. Ask them a question and in your mind, see what happens. The Ace of Swords, again, this is like the mind card. This is the communication card. So a lot of times when your guides are talking to you, you hear it in your mind's ear. And then the 6 of Pentacles to me is like that even exchange. What you give to them, they will, you'll receive. If you're closing it off, it's going to be a lot harder for you to connect with your guides. So I'm just getting that sense of disruption. The need to protect, if you feel like you need to protect yourself more, consider doing a self-cleanse, saging your home or your space. You should be doing that anyway, especially if you're working with spirit. But I feel like one is definitely in order. I think it'll ease your anxiety a bit more. then perhaps that's why I was seeing the puppy spirit or the dog spirit, very playful energy, because that playful card came up for you with and also with the sun, very youthful energy. I feel like your guides just want you to know, like, don't take it seriously. Don't take this too seriously. Always, be cautious when you're connecting with spirit, and cleanse your space and be very mindful of what you're asking. But at the same time, messages are messages. Don't take it seriously. You have to enjoy what you're doing, and don't worry about, like, am I conjuring the devil? Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. The squirrel spirit came up, believe in yourself. So again, this goes hand in hand with not having self-doubts, not doubting your ability to connect to spirit. Like, you are able to do it. Believing in yourself, that you are just as capable of connecting as anyone else. And you're going to connect in your own style. But I feel like your guides are so communicative with you that you really got to just trust what you're receiving. I think that's the main distraction you have, is as soon as you receive something, you ask yourself if that was it. And it's like, well, no, you just trust it. So then we have spider spirit, make your dreams real. Is this what's causing you anxiety? Because I feel like anxiety came up again right now in my mind. So what, making your dreams real. Maybe your guides are saying it's time for you to take action in your dreams. The things that you want so much in life, what is holding you back? Is it your anxiety? Is it your fears of something? Do you think you're not good enough? You're not worthy enough? They just revealed Mother Earth, being grounded with Mother energy. Universal light. I like to think of universal light as the universe's energy, God energy. And meditation came up again for you. So if you're not meditating and you're not practicing in that way, you really need to practice with meditation more, my love. Mother Earth is kind of like that energy of being grounded, meditating, maybe it's meditating in nature more. That might be it too. We have escape. We have enthusiasm. Again, childlike energy, enthusiasm, playfulness. Don't take it seriously. And then we have seduction. So that could be, and seduction can be in terms of love. I feel like your guides really want you to either settle down. They want you to, they want you to take your love life more seriously, I feel like. They also want you to fall in love with your spirituality. Seduce it. I also feel like if you do want to have a baby, know that can be in the future, that was like one of the first things that I was coming up with. But I feel like your guides are kind of urging you to take your love life more seriously, whether you are in one right now or you're not. Either way, it's time to take it more seriously. The escape card came up, which is like, again, when you are meditating, allow yourself to escape. This is your time to connect with spirit. This is not a time to be rigid. It's not a time to have rules. Your meditation time is your free will, your spirit to travel. And if you are going off into crazy places when you're meditating, don't judge it. Don't judge it, and don't think that you're dreaming or that you're making it up. You got to be free flow. That's where you get the most out of your meditation, okay? I feel like I have this other deck pulled out for a reason. I was using it for another video, but I feel like I need to pull for you with it. So I'm going to do that as we end your session. This is the notes from the universe on abundance. I'm going to pull a card for you. I want you to focus on the image. Kind of like memorize it. I'll read you the message of the image, but I want you to kind of remember this image and place yourself in it when you're meditating. Okay. So this is the image I pulled for you. It looks to me like it is a sunset. It's nothing but clouds. You have the earth here at the bottom. The sun is setting, but you have that gorgeous like blue and orange view. So the message on the back of the card says, if it was just about surviving, getting by, keeping things the way that they are, then how would you explain your wild imagination? If it was just about sacrifice, selflessness, and altruism, then how would you explain your burning desires? And if it was just about thinking, reflection, and spiritual stuff, then how would you explain the physical world? Get the picture, want it all? That's what it's there for. So it's basically like your imagination, your desires, everything has purpose and meaning. Okay? And even if you're meditating and you're just like going off into these weird, crazy places, or your mind is all over the place, or you're seeing nothing but color, but it means something to you. It's the way you connect. The way you meditate and what you see and experience in your meditation will be so different from the way that I experience it or your friend experiences it. It is only for you to understand. Okay? That's why we cannot compare ourselves and our meditation experiences to others, because everybody's experience and connection to spirit is different. So I want you to, maybe you see light, maybe you feel it, maybe you connect with the sun, maybe the sunsets mean something to you. Okay? But I want you to kind of get yourself away from rigidness and away from fears of being wrong in the way that you connect, okay? Because the way you connect to spirit can be different from someone else, and that's okay. Your guides are urging you to connect with love, your relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic relationship. It could also be your relationships with people. But they're bringing that up. The dog that I saw, very playful energy, that's another message from your spirit. They want you to be less rigid and full of rules and regulations, and they want you to be free, okay? And then your anxiety is another thing coming up. So I feel like it's a need for protection. If you will feel better knowing that you cleansed your space, then cleanse it. If you feel better knowing you have this, then have it. But protection is a big one, again, that's coming up for you, I feel. And then it's like children energy. I don't know how you feel about kids. If you have a child, maybe you've contemplated, how am I going to explain spirituality to my child? Or if you've thought about having kids of your own someday. But I just want to say, like, that's popping up. We have loss, endurance, revenge. Loss, endurance, and revenge. I feel like for you, when it comes to connecting with your spirit, this is like pretty much your freedom. This is your time to do it your way. Connecting with spirit, connecting with the sun's energy gives you endurance. It gives you power. It makes you feel stronger. I feel like right now, as you've connected spiritually, you felt stronger than you've ever felt before. I feel like you are embracing your true calling right now as you're doing this, and as you will continue to, because you're doing it your way, in a way that connects with you. I feel like the lost card is you're working on saying goodbye and letting go of the previous form of your belief system. Maybe that is something that you are still dealing with on the daily. Maybe it's hard for you to connect with your spirit guides and trust and do it and meditate because you're so used to a different way of belief system. The lost card, I feel, is like in the past tense. It's everything you got to learn to forgive and move away from. And then we have revenge in the future. This is maybe you getting back at everybody. This is you proving to everybody that you are still you, but you're just doing you a little bit differently than the way they do them. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like another message from your spirit, is like, maybe your spirit guides are aware that there's revenge on the horizon for you, that you have those revenge feelings Do it in a positive manner, okay? Never in a hurtful manner. But I feel like it's just, you know what is right for you, and you are tackling that. And just because it doesn't compare to someone else doesn't mean that it's wrong. So I feel like this whole thing is a channeled message for you. Sometimes things just flow, but I would love to hear how you connected with any of this. If you have any questions, let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. If there was anything that, that you did connect with, you didn't connect with, if you feel like, reaching out, let me know. I would love to hear from you. This reading is gonna stay private. I usually will pick and choose the ones that I want to post public, but I'm gonna keep this reading unlisted, so it's only viewable by you and me. And if you want to share it with anyone, you will have to send them the link. But I want to keep this private only because I feel like this message was just too intimate for you, like not for you, but too intimate for me to want to post public for other people to see. So it'll be private for you. And yeah, my love, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you. I'm going to go ahead and close out the space now. And hopefully the next time that you connect with your guides, you will have a bit more to share with them. And all right, my love, so this concludes your spirit guide session. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you, and I will talk to you soon.